Hello, users. Holy shit. That was a long fucking logo intro. Anyway, this is Sunday Runday, the 133rd. And we're going to start off with Speedpunks. And by start off, I mean this is going to be the third game you'll see. I'm a little tired, so let's pop this fucking shit up. First things first, raise the music, lower the sound. I haven't played this game in a hot minute. By that I mean like 3 months. But I do really like this game. It's fucking good. I think I'm supposed to start as that guy, right? Yeah. Okay. So, this game, if you're not familiar, I recommend watching the entirety of the Double Dip Daily series on this game. Not only was it just pretty funny, but it was also just really fun. Very good showcasing of, just, you know, learning the game and stuff. But there's also a lot of funny moments that I remember. I gotta relearn all the controls, so it's taken me a little bit. So basically, this game you need to rank 3rd or higher in every race in order to succeed. It is not like Teddy Floppy Ear, where you do not have to do that and you have to rank 1st. And then sometimes you get fucked. This is not like that. If you rank 1st in every single level, you will gain a secret boss race. And then if you beat that boss, you unlock a new character. And you can do that for each of the 3 main cups. For an any % run, it's actually faster to just do the first one, because that way you unlock Cosworth the Doggy. And Cosworth the Doggy is very fucking good. That's no good. One thing about this game is that it requires 5 lapping most races. I might turn the volume up, which does take a while. I do wonder how much like lower the time would be, because as it is, 51 minutes for this game is it's not long, but I feel like it would just be so much shorter if I didn't have to do those 2 extra laps for every level. I say extra, I mean they're not technically extra obviously because you have to do them here, but extra in the sense that, you know, most of the time you do not have to do them. You don't have to do them. Like I said, I'm a little tired. It's about 3 in the morning on Sunday morning as I record this. Saturday evening, Sunday morning. I've mentioned this before in the previous Sunday Runday episodes, but I really do enjoy the ability to just do runs whenever I want and not have to stream them. I mean, I technically, you know, I'd never had to stream them, but it was just the way things were, you know? If you followed me for any sort of extended period of time, you would understand what I'm talking about. I don't remember if I split on the like transition screen or if I split when I hit the finish line. I don't know. I think I do it on the transition scene. Second best song in the game here, by the way, for the city levels. Basically, the way this game works is there's kind of like an aesthetic. There's city, there's like, you know, park kind of like. I don't know what that's called. I don't know what it is. Like, but there is city. That's the only like actual theme. You'll understand them when you see them, but and they all have one music track. And then each cup or league or whatever has 4 races, and then there's, you know, each of those is the same aesthetic. I think the orders are different, so it's not always city second, but still. But as I was saying, I do very much so like the ability to set my own very own schedule when it comes to YouTube uploading. I started off as a Let's Player back in a long time ago, And it's amazing how after so many years of playing video games in my room all day, I still only have like 6 views per video. But, you know, that's not important right now. What's important is that I love speedpunks. One of these, with the whole like purpose behind the Double Dip Daily series, when I initially started that, was to select games that I wanted to PB in that I just hadn't PB'd in a while, and then as an alternate was to play new games, and then also, you know, if I'm doing 10 runs of them, I'd, you know, bound to get a relatively decent time to the point where I can then play them in, say, Sunday Runday or some other context more effectively and efficiently. And now that I'm not a streamer anymore for the time being, you know, playing longer games in this format is a lot more difficult than it is in a live stream. When I'm live streaming, I have the ability to, you know, talk to people to alleviate kind of the dulls of commentary, and I could just also not record them in this fashion either, and I could go a step further removed and just do like hard record speedruns. But maybe I'll get into that insanity at another point. I do that for Doom, but Doom's so unique. I love that game. But I don't know. It's interesting. I can't really see myself doing like 3-hour speedruns on a regular basis if I can't live stream them. So Sunday Runday, I was originally going to have Spyro 1 120% in Sunday Runday 133. And there are 2 things that prevented me from doing that. One was I couldn't figure out where the game was. I had found it. I had lost it, and then I had found it like right before I moved, and then I don't know where I put it. I was in another game case, and I said to myself, I really should just put this back in the original game case. But I don't feel like going to get the original game case, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to remember, you know, for next time, and I didn't remember. So, oops, you know, what are you going to do? It happens. So, and then also the fact that I really do want to play Spyro 120 again, but then also it's really fucking long, and I don't know. I'm still getting used to doing this, so I'm not sure if I can necessarily handle a 2.5 hour, and especially because it's Spyro. So that means it's going to be really fun, and I'm also going to be really bad at it because it's Spyro, and I just never really got good at Spyro, especially Spyro 1. Maybe someday I will. That was one of my promises to myself as a gamer when I started speedrunning. I was like, I'm going to get really fucking good at Spyro. But yeah, so I'm not doing Spyro 120. I will do it eventually. I mean, I've already done it, of course, but I will do it again eventually, like probably within a month, maybe 2 months, once I get things more situated, probably. But I'm going to supplement it with Spyro 2, and instead of doing 100%, because that would take way too long, I'm going to do, you know, my version of any percent, which is 14 Talisman, because I don't know how to do the gulp skip because I'm terrible. And one thing about Spyro 2 that should be fun is the fact that Spyro 2 is actually one of the first games I learned how to speedrun. I learned 2 way before I learned 1 or 3. And by way, I mean just in a matter of months and in a different format. And, you know, I learned in a different style. I kind of sat down and played 2 a lot. But my thing was I played it a lot when the speedrun... It was in 2013. So this is before the gulp skip was found. This is before a lot of other speedrun techniques were found. This is before proxies were found in either Spyro 2 or 3. So this is a completely different era when I learned that game. And one of the reasons why I never relearned it and learned all the updated things is because, one, I just would rather learn other games. Like, I do love Spyro, but it's one of those games that I'll just never be competitive in. And it's a game that I played a lot as a kid anyway. You know, I just don't feel like investing the time required into that game in order for me to get even a remotely decently respectable time. And then also, too, every time I play it, I get to tell the story about how I learned this game like fucking 6 years ago, and my strats are retro. And then I can make jokes like this is a like legacy percent. And then I get to make those jokes, and that's just fun. Also, proxies are fucking annoying. Fuck that shit. But yeah, Spyro 2 is going to be the next run. But you already know that if you've seen the premieres that I put on YouTube. If you see the little things that kind of block your vision. At least that's how I'm told that they activate. I don't really actually know how they activate. Or how they function. I don't actually use YouTube that often. I subscribe to a few channels, but I don't actually look at the sub page, like, ever. I mostly, if I'm going to watch a YouTube video, will just watch the actual, like, I'll go to the channel, you know? I'll go to the channel and click the videos tab. More often than I go to the subscription feed. But I think that's how they function. It's actually kind of interesting how I've used YouTube for so many years, and you know, I don't really browse YouTube. You know, I just don't do that. Sometimes I do, like very, very rarely, but it's very rare. Last time I browsed YouTube, like just like, you know, not going on YouTube to like watch a video that I've got like already preset in my head to go watch, but like go to YouTube with the intention of just like completely submersing myself in like a completely random thing. I haven't done that in fucking God knows how long. But that's not important right now. What's important is Speedpunks. This game is fucking awesome. The music is phenomenal. I want to talk more about this game just being... I symbolize... This game represents a kind of... a desire in me to play more PS1 games, and it exemplifies my sort of desire as well to do that more often. And that's just because this is a game I never really would ever have played otherwise if it weren't for a specific kind of like, oh, I want to do this, and that being play more random PS1 games. Like, I had never seen this in a store as a kid. The only reason I think I got this game just by browsing PS1 games on game stores, and I'm going like, and I went like, oh, Speedpunks. Oh, it has speed in the name. That's funny. And then also punks is a good word. It's also known as speed freaks in other countries. So just so you know. And I just, you know, I picked it up and I had it on my shelf for like a year, and then I just maybe 2 years. I don't know. It was a while, and I never really did anything up until this year. No, it was actually probably, yeah, it was probably definitely 2 years, now that I think about it. And yeah, and it's just amazing. And I feel like just because of the extent of all the physical PS1 games I owned because when I had money in 2017, you know, that was just one thing I wanted to do, is I wanted to buy a lot of fucking video games, because honestly, dude, I fucking love video games. And I know for a fact that I've probably got more of these motherfuckers just sitting in my room. Like, something that's literally collecting dust in like a pile is probably one of the greatest games I ever will play. And you know, like, this game, it's a racing game, but it's a racing game that I like, and I don't really like racing games. In fact, like, Muppet Race Mania might be the only racing game I genuinely really like outside of this. And my thing with racing games, I always just found them boring and predictable and just not, like, exciting enough. They're fun for speedrunning just because speedrunning and racing kind of go hand in hand, and it's just, you know, speedrunning and racing games are just very, very, very similar in the kind of the intent of the activity. That if you like speedrunning, you're gonna like racing games by proxy, and vice versa, probably. But outside of speedrunning, I just can't really stand racing games because it's just they're just not typically all that fun. But this game is just a completely different story. I found the blend of like, you know, the style of it. First of all, again, the music is phenomenal. Oh fuck. I forgot how to do the double click. The music is phenomenal. The art style is phenomenal. It has a dog, and I'm about to fight that dog. Ruff! Ruff! I'm gonna blow out my candles. Cross with the doggy! I love blowing out candles, and then you get the smoke that smells fucking delicious. It's the best part of the candle experience is the actual smoke. Oh, wonderful. And I pressed that a little too late. I'm going to turn the volume up, and I'm going to jam, and I'll resume the commentary. This is the only time... This is the only time you get to hear this song in the game. So, I've already fucked up. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. That was really close. That was really close. I was a little uncomfortably close for me. I messed up the shortcut a little too many times. But yeah, that is how you unlock Cosworth the doggy. Cosworth the doggy. I'm a doggy. Oh fuck! I was supposed to back out and change characters because I'm fucking. It's been a little bit since I've played this game, and I can't pause during this, so I have to wait. Exit. Really exit? Yes. I would like to really exit. But yeah, Cosworth has very high stats. You'll see that relatively shortly. Doing this whole thing and, you know, exiting out like an idiot is probably not the best idea, but, you know. Anyway, so I've unlocked Cosworth the doggy, and then I have 8 levels to go. So, good stuff. I don't know what I was talking about before, but it was probably very insightful and very intelligent, and I'm sure that you probably have gained a lot from my incredible gamer commentary. So I'm apologetic for falling through and not being able to recollect exactly what I was talking about in order to continue and extrapolate upon my brilliant ideas, but unfortunately I am a very extemporaneous speaker, but I am not extemporaneous enough in order to travel back in time and figure out what the fuck it was I was talking about in order to go onward. Though I can go in here, go through the wall, and go to the secret. I almost forgot about that, and then I was, like, while I went through the tunnel, I was like, there's something I need to do after this. That was kind of like in my brain, and I was like, oh yeah, there's that thing. So let me talk about how much I love Cosworth the doggy here. Ooh, if that was lucky. Cosworth, first of all, has the floppy ears. They're really long, and that's wonderful. And throughout the entire fucking race, his tongue is sticking out. And that's the cutest, most adorable fucking thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And I just want to say I love this game. This really is what... Oh, fuck, I missed a shortcut because I'm a fucking idiot. This is really what I'm talking about. Like, it's a racing game with good music, right? A doggy. Can't get better than that. And then, like, really fun controls. Really good art style. I think this is what I was talking about, actually, is how good this game is. Like, the art style's really funny. And that goes just with, like, simple things. Like, when you go to the final lap, and it says final lap with 2 exclamation points. Like, very little things like that I just find so very, very interesting. And it just, very much so, especially in the case of, like, the way that the game, like, writes things. And the way that the stylized fonts work. It just presents a very jovial atmosphere of which I very much so appreciate being involved in. that combined with the very upbeat, super like great music, it just really just keeps you in the zone when this game is on. This is one of the, like, although it's 50 minutes, which is an hour, this game does not feel laborious, really, at all. Maybe if you're doing a speed run, say, and you're at, like, maybe the last 10 minutes or something, and your run is shitty, I can then say maybe it can get laborious. But overall, for the most part, like, this game is just extremely fun, especially if you put yourself in a good mindset, which is just, like, I just want to have fucking fun playing PS1 games. Which is my mindset right now, actually. That's currently, like, literally what I'm thinking. Like, this Sunday Runday, I was like, you know what? I want to have fun and play PS1 games. And then also something else. And that's what I'm doing. For the most part. 3 out of 4 games this week are PS1 games. Though only 2 out of the 4 are being played on a PS1. Actually, 0 out of the 4 are being played on a PS1. 2 of the 4 are being played on a PS2. Ungodly heathen over here? I'm a terrible person and I'm so sorry. But I gotta love that FDS. One thing I love about doing the shortcuts is that those fuckers can't really get you. It's one of the other good things about the shortcuts is it makes you basically immune. Oh, sorry, I wish I got water before I started this run. It's got like half an hour left, and I'm kind of dead. I'm kind of dead. I'm gonna be honest. So I mentioned before that if you get first place in every single race, you'll do a boss race, and that's how I unlock Cosworth over here. However, boss races, you know, if you're not gonna switch characters, why even bother? Because you're just wasting time. So this level is kind of hard, and I'm pretty bad at the game, especially as rusty as I am. I've already missed the shortcut, because I'm an idiot. But this level, I typically find myself closest to 3rd place on. So if I'm in 1st place, which, I mean, I might not even be, it is possible that I won't even be. But if I am in 1st place, I'll probably just wait like a second before the finish line, just to get the 2nd place, which is enough to finish the race, but then also enough to not get the boss, so that I just save doing a whole 3 more laps. Alright, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is probably the best item in the game to have if you're in 1st because of that. Exactly. And that. Just barely escaped that one. But I did escape. Woo woo! This is going a little better than I thought. If you get the shortcut, then it makes things relatively easy. And it's not even really a shortcut in this map. It's more of like an alternate route. Just kind of takes you on a ridge. Dodges enemies and stuff like that, though, so that is definitely beneficial. That's a shame. So somehow this bitch fucking passed me. The fucking whore. That's what I thought, you fucking slut bag. Get out of here. Don't you dare outdrive my doggy. Don't do it! Don't do it! Ah, that's a shame. As long as it's not the cunt. Oh, it's the cunt. Holy shit. I might just win this one just out of principle. Just out of the fuck you cunt kind of motivation. I'm leaning in. It's game time. I'm gonna let whoever's in second pass me here. Just for the for real though. Like that, for example. And now I don't have to do 3 more laps. Laps, get it? Like a doggy. That's my little humor. Just little jokey jokes. Some japes over there. God, I'm fucking funny. One thing about my sense of humor, if you haven't already understood, is it's very specific and very, very unique. Maybe that's why no one watches my videos. People just think I'm like terribly fucking boring and a cringer, of which both of those are very accurate statements. Both of those are very true. But in reality, I just have like a 3000 IQ fucking sense of humor. One of the things about my sense of humor is that I find myself laughing at myself more than I should. And it kind of distresses me sometimes. Because sometimes I laugh at myself in contexts where I very clearly shouldn't. And it's very awkward. But I do it anyway, because honestly I say some funny shit sometimes. You should know that. If you followed me for any sort of extended period of time at all, you should know that I'm fucking hilarious. And if you don't, then that's a shame. That's a darn shame. Oh, that's some bitch shit. Fuck you. See, look, I'm an angry gamer. I got hit in a video game and I screamed out expletives. Please like and subscribe. And then also give me money on Patreon. Actually, I'm going to pronounce it Patreon because that's what some of the big kids do. And they get more, so please give me money. Please Patreon me. Thank you. Please. I don't have a job and no one will hire me because I'm a fucking freak. I'm a speed freak, actually. Which is the European title for this game. They changed it from Speed Freaks to Speed Punks for some currently unknown reason. Also, I'm remaining in a very consistent second place here because I keep getting hit on all those fucking things. And there is no way I'm finishing in second place because my ego will not allow it, even though it does not really affect my speedrun at all. Only in the sense of, you know, going in second place has its inherent necessity of, you know, being terrible, but not counting that factor, which honestly I should count, but I'm not going to just for this example. I forgot what I was going to say, but point is I just should not. God damn it, I keep fucking up the shortcut. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed right now. Like, I literally just don't want to be here. I like literally actually just don't want to be here right now. Like, I want to turn the fucking game off. I want to, like, hide. I want to, like, throw my webcam out the window and just, like, pretend to not exist. How the fuck? Are you kidding? I dispute that? Alright, so we're on the final lap here. Let's see if I can get the final shortcut. Hey, that's not terrible. Not great. Kind of went off track a little bit, but hey, I didn't smash into the wall and go backwards a little bit, so I shall accept the victory. Alright. Five more levels. Sun Valley! I'm a Sun Valley doggy! Also, I might have missed the split, actually. If this is Sun Valley, then yeah, I missed the split. Oops. I was about to say, there's no way I'm like whatever the fuck was on the split timer. I'm not even looking at the timer, honestly. It's on my other screen, and I just don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun. That's one thing about... Oh, wow, I have 3 of these. That's one thing about this game that I was trying to say earlier, is that it's just a fun-ass game. And that's all my quest has been since the start, is to just find fun-ass games. And also talk about them. That's one thing, again, I love about doing these pre-recorded videos, is without the distraction of a live stream, I feel like I'm a way better speaker. I have more things to say. Like 40 minutes of this versus 40 minutes of a live stream. Just different content. This is more educational, like informative, explanative. It's more interesting. It's poignant. I will say that much. Very poignant. It's on topic. You know, I'm not deviating. You know, I'm not talking about like what I had for breakfast today. But honestly, I probably should. Yo, I made mac and cheese before getting started. And by before getting started, I mean like 4 hours before I got started. I made mac and cheese and then like did some other things and had to wait for those other things to stop affecting me to such an extreme amount. And yo, that mac and cheese was legit fucking delicious. Let me fucking tell you. Like, oh, good fucking shit. God, I love Cosworth's fucking tongue. It's so cute. I wish my tongue could stick out the side of my mouth like that. And you can't really do it. It just doesn't work. Now my fucking face is all wet. Now both sides of my face are wet, so it's not as awkward. Actually, I just made it more awkward. Mm. Ah! 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 My face is still wet, and oh my god. This is making me legitimately fucking horrified to even continue being on a webcam. Like, god damn, I have such fucking self-identity conscious fucking issues. Like, you can't see the wetness. You can't see the glistening fucking skin. Holy shit, I almost fucking died. Yet I just feel so uncomfortable right now. I can't believe I did that. Can't believe I showed my tongue on webcam. Oh no! Alright. Alright, 1.5 minutes. That's relatively accurate, I would say. Yo, I'm fucking thirsty. I'm so thirsty. God, he's so fucking adorable. I also like him because he's kind of like a Rayman dog, because he's only got the paws, but he doesn't have legs. I'm a Ray Dog! Instead of Rayman, it's Ray Dog. That sounds pretty awesome. I'd play Ray Dog. Maybe I should make Ray Dog. Maybe that should be my creation. This level can be a little annoying, I find. This is just me getting a preemptive excuse so that when I fail the level, I can say, oh yeah, you want to know, yeah? Because, you know, I said that I would. You know, I said I didn't like the level. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just giving myself excuses. If you ever hear anyone say something like that preemptively, it's them setting themselves up for failure. Setting themselves up for failure. Which I am currently doing. I'm set up to fail right now. I like that. You love to fucking see it, folks. You absolutely, positively love to see it. I just don't like those turns. Maybe it's just because I'm fucking hot garbage. Emphasis on hot. Very hot. So one thing about this game in a speedrun is that there's 100% runs that are faster than my any percent time, but they're on emulator, and they emulate the PAL version. And I've not done load testing or looked at them really at all. I looked at them, I scanned them for skips, but that's about it. And so, hey, you know, I'm not saying that I'm, you know, the world record holder, but they are on emulator, and this is on a real console. It's real. Like, it's literally, like, it's real. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to stretch any sort of argumentation in my favor. Or favor. I don't know what favor is. It's a word I apparently had just created. But I'm neither the favor nor the favor will be utilized. At least on my behalf. Maybe someone else's behalf they could have either or, but for me I will have none. I thought I was on the final lap for a second there. That's a shame. Hurrah! Donut! I'm a donut doggy! Yo, I need fucking water. God, I'm so fucking thirsty. I might lose this one intentionally to get the point. Typically I will, because this one's the most annoying. Of the fourth cup. Was that second? Oh wow, that was a very strategic number 2. I didn't even see the... I didn't even see the number tick over. It ended and I was like, oh, oops. But no, that was actually okay. Gold City. That's a shame. That's a shortcut over to the right, and then the guy fucking blocked me. The filthy fuck. And this level's got a really nice shortcut chain. There's like basically almost an entirely alternate track you can kind of race on. Like for at least half the level you can go in an area that other people aren't going. It's cool as hell. Then you do go across the big nice bridge. I don't know if you saw the Speed Punk sign over there, but it's pretty awesome. Again, just the aesthetic of this game. It's just one of those games. It's just, fuck, everything about it just turns me on. Like, fuck me, this game is just so goddamn good. If anybody out there knows any sort of similar game in sort of like just overall presentation, feel free to let me know. And in fact, I would even change that to, instead of feeling free, I request that you go out of your way, even if you don't feel free, to just tell me anyway. I would even go I would go that far, because I want more of these. I want a lot of them. I want many, many of them. That's a shame. I'm a doggy! Ah, fuck. I fell off. Oh, that's a shame. I'm in the commoner section now. I love the speed boost pads. They're awesome. Oh, that is interesting. I am a cunt. Oh, I am a loser. Oh, wait, no, I'm not a loser. Oh, that actually backed me up. I'm a winner. I win. But I'm not surprised, because I often win. See, not only am I so good at this game, but I don't need shortcuts to win. So that was not a mistake. I know it might have looked like a mistake, but that was clearly intentional. It was me doing that for egotistical purposes. I just want to showcase how fucking goddamn deliciously good I am at this game. I'm literally incredible. You know how an Andrew Yang presidential candidate talks about human-centered capitalism? He's talking about me. I'm the human that the world should be centered around, because I'm just so goddamn good. Look, see, that was intentional. There is no, because think of this. I have the world record in this game. Literally the best time on the planet for any percent on a real console. Would I make such a simple mistake? See, now if you really thought about it, in any sort of actual critical sense, if you used more than just your stupid dumb shit lizard brain, you would understand just what you're watching right now. You're watching greatness. I'm exasperated from talking about how wonderful I am, because I'm just that fucking good. Grand Rapids. Just chillin'. This section can be kind of scary. Gotta be very careful there. Too many times falling off and you'll fuck it up. That's also a thing that may or may not happen. It shouldn't happen, but you know, I just wanted to showcase it. See, again, like, professional gamer here. Would I really do that on purpose? Of course not. I just haven't showcased how the water works in this game. And you know, this isn't really a speedrun. It's not like I'm competing. I'm just having fun. This is just a fun speedrun. This is not a speedrun. This is a speed fun. In fact, I'm gonna make the title Speedpunk's Speed Fun, because again, this is not a run. I'm not running anywhere. When you're done running, how do you feel? Exhausted. When I'm done running this game, I'm not gonna feel exhausted. I'm gonna feel exhilarated. I'm gonna feel wonderful, because this is a speed fun. And a good one at that, too. I love that shortcut. You can kind of like chain two together there. It's fun. When you like compare this to the Teddy Floppy Ear game I played, it really is just so much goddamn better. That game is fun and all, but like goddamn, this game is incredible. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. Just kidding, it's not a shame. I was doing too well. The game had to punish me in some fashion. Otherwise, it just wouldn't have been fair for the other racers. Like, because that's the thing. I'm a socialist. I'm a communist. You know, like, I love all that shit. I love to, like, socialize and stuff. You know, like, I'm really popular. Like, if I'm doing too good, I give you permission to, like, bring me back. You know, you can take some of my greatness. It's okay. I've got enough to go around. You know what I mean? Like, I'm leaking in greatness. So, like, if you want some, feel free. You know? Just ask. I prefer if you ask. You don't have to, but it'd be okay if you did. See, I wonder, there's these lines on the road, right? Are those supposed to be lanes? And if so, why are they so wildly inconsistently sized? Like, the big one is the big one in the middle is so big, and then the ones on the side are just very small. Are they bike lanes? Are there biker characters? Is that a thing that exists in this game? Are there bikers? Can I get a biker doggy? I would love a biker doggy. I'm a biker doggy! Ah! Oh shit, that was close. I don't actually know how to ride a bike. I might learn sometime. It is possible. Living in a small town now, bicycles would be a lot more useful. But, as it stands, I do not. Oh, shit. Oh, there's another big two. Forgot about the shortcut because I'm an idiot. And by that, of course, I meant I was showcasing what it would look like if you weren't using the shortcut, because I just want you to see everything in this game. Because I love you. I love you all. And I just want to share the beauty of speed doggies. Not to be confused with my dead podcast. Fuck. This being the last race in the game, I'm going to turn my personal volume up. If you ever see me do this, my headset's got a little volume slider on the side of it. I figure that's obvious, but you know, in case anyone didn't actually know. Like, I'm not like scratching my ear via, or like I'm not doing anything awkward. I'm just jamming. I'm just wanting to have a good time. Yeah, I'm fast as fuck. I'm a fast doggy. Oh god, I love this fucking game. I'm feeling super tired though. It's about 4 a.m. presently. It's actually 4:18 a.m. Oh shit. 4:18. Oh shit. Dang, I started this a little too late. Bumped a little too many walls here. Either way, I hope you enjoyed Speed Doggy, also known as Speed Punk, also known as Speed Freak. Good ass game, in my opinion. Very good. Again, if you did like this game and if you liked me, then I suggest watching the full week of Double Dip Daily. So there's lots of content there. That's 10 whole runs if you haven't seen them. So just go to my channel, search Double Dip Daily. I believe it was week 7. I do like how I, couldn't do more Double Dip Daily. Well, I mean, theoretically I could have, but I stopped after 10. That's a nice round number. Good first season. Season 2 of Double Dip Daily will be even better though. I'm considering bringing it back, but I don't know if I want such a strict thing right now. I'm kind of feeling more laid back at the moment when it comes to content creation. And I do want to make more time for other things. Like, I mentioned this before, but I do have an ongoing goal, Doom related. Very, very, very interestingly and intelligently named Play More Doom. It's the project name. And the idea is I want to try to do a full UV wax for a megawatt in a month. And that doesn't mean like a full single segment demo, but I mean like at least do ILs for every single level. And this month is Eve Eternity. And today, as of this recording, well, this sleep cycle, I should say, I got map 7 finished. So that's cool stuff. And I looked more at the record table. And apparently there's one level that's like 40 minutes long. So that might be a little fun. But yes, it is currently the 3rd. Is the AM of the 3rd. It's actually 4:20. Actually. And on the 3rd. And I've got upwards of map 7 completed. So I'd like to obviously finish before the month is over. And I've already got next month's WAD planned, but you're not going to see it until you see it. Let's just put it that way. Not going to see it until you see it. Next month's WAD's going to be fun, though. It's definitely going to be fun. Alright, this is the last lap of the game. Hopefully you've enjoyed this content. Hopefully you're content with this content, because I know I am. Honestly, I'm actually really content with this content. I think this content's pretty flat. One thing that I feel very invigorated about when it comes to making these videos is that I feel good about them. One thing about like streaming, even when I was relatively popular and get like a few hundred viewers every day, is that I never really felt fulfilled about anything. Because I was speedrunning a game, even when I got the world record in it, Resident Evil 4, I never really felt fulfilled about anything. It's just kind of boring. But this is just exciting. I get to talk about my favorite games, and I get to play them once, not 15 times in a row. And then I also don't have to deal with people like talking to me. Like, that's the best part about this. Is like, live streaming is great and all, but like having to talk to people, fuck that. Right? I'm a loner. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to be by myself all the time. And when I do Let's Plays, I can do that. I can live that dream of being alone. Literally all the time. Please talk to me. I'm so lonely. Anyway, that is the end of Speed Punks. This is the thing I do, right? Got my controller on my lap, I take it off, I put it over there, because I'm done playing the game. I'm finished. I'm finished. So I would play the credits, but you can watch the credits and Double Dip Daily videos if you'd like. I'm just going to peace out, and hopefully you'll continue watching with Spyro 2 coming up next.